Welcome to episode 11 of A Sigh of Wholeness. Today, the theme I wish to explore is limitation versus unlimited, or limited versus unlimited. And it's interesting because I did find quite a few limitations, let's say, because of the wind. So I went to different places until I found this spot, which is absolutely perfect. Limitation versus unlimited. Once we find out that we are an unlimited being, living a limited human experience, it becomes initially a bit of a conflict, because all we want is to experience that unlimitedness. However, we chose as soul beings to be here in this limited illusion, or in this perspective of limitation, which we masterfully created through this frequency of physicality, of physical form, where time and space coexist, and where physical matter creates a sense of limitation. And we created it just so that we could then remember that we aren't limited. But that doesn't mean to then be in conflict with our humanness. Much on the contrary. Once we discover we are unlimited beings, having an experience where there many times seem to be and actually are limitations, then it is time to marvel, to just marvel at the fact that we can even experience limitation. Because as unlimited beings, we do not have that experience unless we create a reality where that becomes possible. So basically, we have created the impossible by creating a reality where limitation seems real, where actually we seem to be only limited until we discover our unlimited beingness. So then we can just simply celebrate this experience of being in human form, of knowing we are unlimited, but also respecting what at each point of our journey we perceive to be limitations. Knowing, for instance, that we can't just jump off a 12th floor building and expect to reach the ground alive physically, though we will not perish in terms of existing, because we never really perish. So you see, it's a question of conciliating. There is not one or the other. We are both until we are not. So when we cease to be in this physical reality, we will no longer be experiencing the kinds of limitations we do here. And notice the joy that it is when you overcome a certain challenge, or when you discover you are capable of so much more than you thought. And still, when you can respect, for instance, when your body seems to not be capable of a certain thing, and you can accept that and gracefully be with that. Or when you want to do more things than the experience of time allows, and in that case, you accept that you live in a construct of space where time has a linear span. However, in your expanded beingness, you aren't limited by time or space. So, wow. Can we just celebrate and enjoy this? This is my sharing and invitation for today. Loving being human. Loving being all. Thank you.